this time. So if they register in the fall 2020 semester online courses, they can receive $1,000 tuition support and also $1,000 towards on-campus housing in the winter 2021 semester. So just for registering and taking a class in fall, you can receive up to $2,000 in winter 2021 to get you off to a really great start. And that doesn't require an application. It's for all international students who register in fall. So that's a new one. In terms of finance, we also are waiving our $100 application fee until August 31st. So if students apply online, they will not have to pay the $100 application fee. That will be waived. And we are also waiving the $500 Canadian tuition deposit until August 31st. So that deposit normally would have to be made before applying for the visa. So what's so great is students can apply for us, get their acceptance letter, and apply for their visa all without paying anything. So that's something we're really happy to offer for students. It's a really great reassurance for them that they can apply and do this without any financial burden, because we know a lot of people are struggling right now, especially students. And something that we always provide, even before this, is our entrance scholarship for international students. So that one is all international students who enter U of R with a GPA of 85% or more receive $3,000, and that can either go towards tuition or on-campus housing. And that one is automatically awarded as well. So if you have the 85% or higher GPA, you automatically get that scholarship. And outside of those ones, there are scholarship students that need to fill out an application for, and those ones can be found online to see if they meet the requirements. And in regards to finances, I'll lastly say our co-op program is really strong. So the co-op program is offered in the majority of programs, and that means that you can alternate semesters of study with semesters of full-time paid work in really great companies that partner with the U of R. So you can get really great hands-on experience in your degree, but also really helps to finance your education because you're making full-time wage for those 4 to 6 months. So we really encourage students to do that as well to help them finance their education.
Actually, I have a
Thank
question
you.
on my Facebook page. Somebody is asking, is the Canadian government assisting international students as well in terms of financial aid in this hour of crisis? And anything special from the Saskatchewan province?
So right now, the federal government hasn't announced specific financial aid for international students. We are hoping that in the future, when they actually open the borders, that there may be more assistance that way for students who are going to be coming. Right now, we're also working with the U of R and Saskatchewan government to see what we could provide. So nothing is finalized yet, but we are definitely looking into that for the time when students are actually allowed to come. Because of right now, borders are still closed. So we're hoping that something more definitive will be decided closer to the date when they're allowed to come.
Right. Actually, the guys who have appeared in class 12th this year in India, since their results are not going to be out any soon, they will be getting their results by end of August or sometime in September. Will the guys be able to apply for conditional offers to you for winter 2021 intake?
Yes, so we do offer conditional offers of admission at the U of R. So they would just need to apply with all of the transcripts that they have and their class list for grade 12. And then our admissions team would be able to take a look at that and offer them conditional offer. And then once those grades are available, they can send them to us and we can give them the full offer.
Great. And about these transcripts, do you guys need original transcripts from the school board before you finalize the LOA, or can the student deposit it once he arrives there in Canada?
So normally for students from India, they do have to provide their official transcripts during the application process. But right now we're accepting unofficial until further notice. So you would only have to send your unofficial.
Their university education who have done their bachelor's from India, same case?
Like, do you mean for post-secondary transfer student?
Exactly.
Yes, so same thing, unofficial for now, until further notice. And then once they arrive, they will require officials as always.
Great. And my final question from my side, then Aditya and Manika will take over from there. What is the position of University of Regina vis-a-vis Duolingo test?
Oh, perfect. Glad you asked. So we are accepting Duolingo test for international undergraduate only. So that test can be done easily online, and we recommend for students who don't have the IELTS yet because they're still closed. So for the Duolingo, a score of 110 or higher will meet our ELP requirement, and they can just forward their results directly to our international admissions team.
Great. Many people or many agents back in India, they are saying that Duolingo will not be accepted by the High Commission. But I personally have a different take on that. The High Commission only professes that you apply with 6 bands each in IELTS, you apply under SDS. Otherwise, with any PTE or Duolingo or even without any English score, you apply under general category. There is no specification that Duolingo is accepted or not. What's your official take on this?
So my official take is that maybe they're just not updating their pages yet because pretty much all of the top universities in Canada are accepting Duolingo now. So as a result, they're going to have to be almost forced to accept Duolingo just because all of the institutions have decided we are going to accept it. So I definitely would say don't worry about that in terms of visa processing, like the Duolingo will be accepted because if it gets you your official acceptance letter, I mean, it doesn't say on there like student took Duolingo, it just says you're accepted to the university. So in terms of that, I wouldn't worry, and Duolingo is definitely a safe bet to meet your ELP requirement.
Exactly, because it has come as a good opportunity for the students at this crucial time because you can do this test sitting at home and it's comparatively less tedious as IELTS or PT is.
Mm-hmm.
So, Manika, any more questions from your side?
Yes, sir, about the accommodation.
Sure. So right now we do have a lot of housing options on campus. So our housing services, they offer like single dorm, single room style. We also have apartment style housing where you would live with 3 or 4 people. And we have a few different price ranges. So we have some residence towers that are a bit more expensive because they offer more services. And then we also have other options that are a little less. You can also choose to have a kitchen or do a meal plan instead. And we do have a lot of food options on campus as well. So with the accommodation,
Because
go ahead.
Because like most of the students, they have their relatives or friends in Toronto or Vancouver. Very less students know about this Regina region. So that's why they ask us whenever we do counseling. At that time, they ask us about the accommodation on campus and off campus, which will be better.
Yeah, so with the accommodation, what we're doing right now, so for incentive, if they register in fall, they can get $1,000 support for on-campus housing in winter 2021. Right now for housing as well, I mean, we have a lot of great off-campus options too. We're really close to the South End neighborhood of Regina, which offers a lot of apartment style housing. So if students have friends that they would like to room together with, that can also be another option that's sometimes more affordable, right? And I mean, we understand a lot of people have family in those areas and that they may want to go. But what I would say to that is, you know, your international study experience, it should be personal for you. And if you are out here, maybe not with a lot of family, it just encourages you to meet more people and meet new friends, right? So, I mean, you won't feel alone. There's tons of people here to support you. And we do have those accommodation options available too.
Thank you. And apart from this, like uh, in apart from your technical programs, do you require maths in business or any hospitality or any arts program? Is there any requirement?
Yeah, so math is required for most programs. However, if a student is missing only one of the required courses, and if that is math, they can enter in the qualifying program. So we have that for art, as well as science and business. So they can enter in a qualifying. And like I said before, say for engineering, math is required. But a student could enter into a faculty that they meet the requirements, say such as arts, and then do the required classes that they would need to transfer into engineering. So it's not like if you're not qualified for that right away, it's okay. We can at least accept you into something you do meet the requirements for, and then you can do your basic classes to kind of upgrade those marks that you need, and then apply to transfer into the faculty that you really want. So that is a different
So
kind of pathway option.
do do they need to pay extra for this, or the fees is included?
So the fees would be the same because they would just be in a different faculty and taking regular classes to upgrade their marks. So it's not like a sub program. It's still the same program and course credit
Okay.
classes. So it's just lateral moving in between the faculties. It's not a different program that they have to go through first.
So
Thank you.
Aditya,
Thank you.
your
Actually, I
overview.
just wanted to confirm the range of the Duolingo means. What is the minimum range for Duolingo?
So for right now, we are not accepting a range. The score is just 110 or higher. So they just need to meet that 110 mark or
Mhm.
above, and they would meet our ELP.
Okay. And what is the requirement for IELTS in for UG program in
Sure.
Regina?
So for IELTS requirement right now, it is overall band of 6.5 with no band less than 6. So that is a requirement for all the undergraduate programs right now.
Okay, I was just looking on a website. There is a ESL program as well. So can you just let us know about that ESL program?
Yeah, of course. So if students do not meet our ELP, but they're academically admissible, so they get the conditional offer, so they can either choose to upgrade and do an English test in their home country or Duolingo or something like that, or they can choose to study ESL with us at the U of R. So we do have a really great ESL program. They do intakes every semester, just like undergrad. And what you will do is you will write a entrance exam to see what level of English you're at. If you already had an IELTS, say, but you missed our requirement by just a few points, you would automatically be put into the highest level so that you would only have to take one semester of the English language program and then move up to your undergraduate degree. So for the ESL program, they have really great small class sizes according to your level. So students really do get great personal service and teaching in all the areas that will help them be successful later on for their undergraduate studies. So really work on their academic writing, listening, speaking, all those things that you need to be successful in English. So we definitely recommend the ESL program. They also have a lot of fun like community and cultural activities that they do with the students that are optional. So for example, they'll do like a welcome party, they'll go out if it's in winter, do like a skating excursion or something like that. So it's also a fun social way to kind of get introduced to Canada and just like a nice warm welcome, easy into your studies.
And how much does it cost to the student?
So right now they are offering a reduced rate due to COVID-19. So right now, I believe it's 3,900 for the entire semester.
Okay, if student is getting the offer letter ESL plus the bachelor's, so how much student does need to pay here?
So what you would do is you would apply for like your undergraduate program first, right? Then you would get that conditional offer letter, and then you can apply for the ESL program, and you would have both of those letters together to apply for your visa. So if you apply for the undergraduate first, it's usually $100, but that application fee is waived. And then if you apply for ESL, you don't have to pay again. So right now it's free for both offer letters.
Okay.
So actually, what kind of programs you guys think will be focused more upon from India in the next intake for the bachelor's programs? And specifically asking, somebody has done medicals in India, because in class 12th medicals, India, mathematics is not taught. you have to take an additional maths subject. If somebody has done math without mathematics, the medicals, that means physics, biology, and zoology, what kind of courses can you offer over there?
So for in general, for Indian students, we do see a high number of applications for Faculty of Science, as well as engineering and arts. So I believe those will continue to be our most popular programs. One great thing is that there's lots of space in those programs, so we can pretty much keep accepting all the people that qualify. For the math, like I said, with the faculties, most of them require math, especially science and engineering, but we do have a qualifying program. So if students are missing the one math requirement, but they have really good marks in their other sciences, they can start in the qualifying and move up after they receive those basic classes. So say in their first 2 semesters, I would recommend that they take the math course that are required for those faculties, and then they can transfer in as early as possible.
Right.
So there still is a way if students have done the medical but not have the math. Definitely, there's still a way for them to be accepted.
I have a question on the Facebook. What are the placement options after graduation?
Sure. So we do have our international student services team. So they're there to advise students on everything they may need related to visa stuff. So they can help you get your work visa going, either for your part-time work during studies and also afterwards. And they also do career support. So they can definitely help you with getting together your resume, prepping for your interview. And there is a lot of options right now. Like before this, Saskatchewan's economy was growing. So there was a lot of the unemployment rate was very low. So we expect that to bounce back again in the near future. So there is definitely, say for part-time work during study, a lot of students work on campus in any of our services. They also work on campus in the service industry. So like food and restaurants, retail, landscaping, lots of different things are available. And then for full-time study, full-time work after graduation, there is a lot of options, and our student services team can definitely help them. We also have a career center open to all students who has great partnerships with different companies that are in Regina and Saskatchewan. So to really help them make that jump between studying and working. And I will mention too, we have a few things. So I know a lot of students are concerned about the post-graduation work permit and if they'll still qualify for that if they take online study. So the stance of Canadian government is they can take up to half of their program by distance, and they'll still be able to use that to qualify for their post-grad work permit. In Saskatchewan specifically, our Saskatchewan government is really trying to attract more international students, and they want them to study here but also stay here after graduating. So they've implemented a Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, which is open to University of Regina graduates. So if you graduate from a post-secondary institution in Saskatchewan, you can apply for this program. And it's basically a fast track to residency, and it's actually faster than the national program. So that will definitely help you be able to stay and work in Saskatchewan if that is something that you're wanting to do.
Can you give some more details about this SINP, Saskatchewan Nominee Program?
Sure. So if you graduate from post-secondary institution in Saskatchewan, you can apply. Much like the post-grad work permit, it requires so many years of study and work to be eligible for the permit. So that's all available online. And what it does is, like many of you know, for other provinces, they're actually doing more of a lottery, and it's harder and takes longer to get that permit. So for Saskatchewan, because we have less population, less people applying, it's definitely easier route. And there are certain requirements, so I encourage people to look online at the Government of Saskatchewan website to get all of the specific details. But basically, it allows you to work in Saskatchewan after graduation. So we definitely encourage people who want to stay to apply for that one specifically. And I will say too that with if students choose to do the co-op program when they're studying with us, so many students who have done their co-op program actually receive full-time job offers for after they graduate. So that's such a great way to transition from studying to work to just keep going with the people you were employed with your co-op program, and then you're
Normally,
guaranteed a job in your field of study.
does it normally take around 6 to 10 months to get the permanent residency after one is finished studying in Saskatchewan?
Maybe not permanent residency. I'm not sure about the specifics just right now, but it doesn't take that long. I think maybe up to a year or so.
All right. To sum up, friends, जो हमने अभी तक बात करी है, actually I'll be translating into the regional language for a moment.
No problem.
For that, जो अभी तक बात करी है, we've spoken with Ashley Moran from Regina University. +2 जो students ने अभी exam दिए हुए हैं, they are waiting for their results. It's the best time for them to apply for University of Regina. $100 की exemption है. They're not charging the application fee, that is waived off. $500 का immediate deposit देना होता है, उसके लिए भी waived off है. You can just deposit the fee before the LOA. And +2 का जो आपको ट्रांसक्रिप्ट्स देने पड़ते थे, जिसके लिए कि पंचकुला CBSE बोर्ड जाना पड़ता है, या पंजाब बोर्ड के थ्रू, या अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी के थ्रू अगर आपने बैचलर्स करी है, वो भी अभी वेव्ड ऑफ है. यू कैन सेंड इट लेटर. आप अभी बाद में जाकर वहां जाकर भी दे सकते हैं. Actually, we have a caller joined with us. I'll take the call, please. Hello. Hello.
हेलो.
हाँ जी.
जी त्रिवेदी वर्सेस ਤੋਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਸਰ.
Yes.
ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵੇਖਦਾ ਪਿਆ YouTube ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ.
Right.
ਕਿਉਂ ਲਿਖੋ ਦੇ
जी.
ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਫੋਨ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਲਾ ਲਿਆ ਮੈਂ. ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਸੌਰੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ
नहीं कोई गल नहीं. ਅਸੀਂ ना इस वेले we are on live chat with University of Regina. मैं भी ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ I just asked them this question, भी Duolingo चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा. So they have given me a very good reply that Duolingo is accepted by most of the big universities of Canada. So High Commission will definitely accept it.
ਜੀ ਸਰ. ਸਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ Duolingo ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੌਫਟਵੇਅਰ ਹੈ.
Pardon?
ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਯਾਰ?
हाँ जी.
ऑनलाइन सॉफ्टवेयर जिससे
हाँ, हाँ.
करवा रहे सर.
हाँ.
ठीक है सर. एक्चुअली मेरी वाइफ ने 3 वारी सर आइल्स का पेपर दिया है.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ शुभ नाम की है दोस्त?
तीनों वारी सर मेरा नाम है लवजीत जी.
लवजीत, देखो Duolingo ना इस वेले it has come like an opportunity. It's a big opportunity because seemingly लगदा है भी IELTS नालों बहुत आसान है करना. And 1 घंटे ਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਬੈਠੇ sitting at your home you can give this test and score good marks in this and ਆਪਣਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ. ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ we are already started with this software. We are giving training on the software. ਹਫਤੇ ਚ 2 ਦਿਨ Zoom ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਕਲਾਸ ਵੀ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ and then practice material ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ, mock test ਪਾਏ ਨੇ. So you can join our software.
ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਰ ਕੀ ਕੀ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਸਰ?
ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ trivedi.com ਜਾਂ trivedi.overseas.com. ਕਿਸੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਰ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਖੁੱਲੇਗਾ, ਚਾਰ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਦਾ, ਉਸ ਤੇ ਭਰ ਦਿਓ. ਆਵਰ ਟੀਮ ਵਿਲ ਗੈਟ ਬੈਕ ਟੂ ਯੂ. ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ 9216 ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਫੋਨ ਕੀਤਾ 355355 ਇਸੇ ਤੇ ਕੱਲ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਦੀਪ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਾ ਲਿਓ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ.
ठीक है सर. तो ਉਹਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸਿੰਗ ਫੀਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਸਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈ
we are charging 3500 ਪ੍ਰੋਮੋਸ਼ਨਲ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ. ਓਨਲੀ 3500 ਰੁਪਏ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਸਰ ਉਹ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਤੋਂ ਪੇ ਕਰਨੇ ਪੈਣਗੇ ਸਰ?
ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਕਰੇ, ਜੇ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਹੈ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਲੈ ਲਾਂਗੇ, ਨੋ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼.
ਸਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਆਪਕੋ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਵੀ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ.
नो वरीज ब्रदर. कल पहला Duolingo ज्वाइन करो, अपनी वाइफ ਨੂੰ ज्वाइन कराओ एंड ਅੱਗੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੋ, ਕੋਈ ਦਿੱਕਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ. ਟੇਕ केयर. थैंक्स फॉर कॉलिंग.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ.
So friends, very good opportunity. Class 12th the students जिन्होंने हुने 12th एग्जाम देते हैं, रिजल्ट नहीं आया, without waiting for your result you can apply for conditional offers for January 2021 intakes. And same is the case for the students who have done their graduation but waiting for the results. You guys can apply without an English test in hand. Even later on you can give Duolingo test, which is very easy to give. You don't have to go out anywhere, just sitting at your home, comfort of your home, you can give that test. And it seems relatively easier than IELTS or PT. Rest I have not given, but definitely next week we are going to have some results to show you, because our batch will be giving, some of the students will be giving Duolingo test next week. And I've just asked Ashley, who's joined us from University of Regina, about the acceptability of Duolingo test. Most of the universities are accepting it. University of Regina is accepting it, and very likely, highly likely, I'm sure about it, there will be no doubts about the High Commission accepting it. So Ashley, there were questions on my phone also on the Facebook about the weather conditions in Regina. Is it so hard in winters? Because many people are under this impression it's very hard to survive in winters.
Sure. So in Canada in general, we get all 4 seasons. So I know in Toronto and Vancouver, the winters are usually slightly more mild than what we experience in Saskatchewan. So by that I mean we do get a bit colder temperatures and usually more snow in the winter. So I mean, usually the coldest it gets is about -20 to -25. And I know that seems extreme, but if students, they have a great winter coat and good shoes, they'll survive like the rest of us. We've all been surviving here for a long time. So the first experience might be a bit daunting, but we find a lot of international students actually come to enjoy the winter because it's so different from what they're used to. So you get to experience all the fun winter activities like, sledding, skating, hiking in the snow, all that fun stuff. And then we really also benefit from having the fall season, which is more mild, really pretty. All the leaves are changing. And then we also have spring and summer. So right now we're in our summer months, and it usually gets to highs of between 30 and 35. So we have both ends. In summer, it does get really hot. You can get a nice tan, go swimming, and it is an enjoyable place to live. I mean, you're not going to, you'll be able to survive is what I'm saying. And I will mention one cool thing about U of R is that all our buildings are actually connected through tunnels that are indoor tunnels, some underground, some above ground. So technically, if a student lived on campus in the winter, they actually wouldn't have to go outside to get to class and get to their accommodation and food. So, we do what we can to stay out of the cold in the winter, but we still are able to do all of the things that other people do for sure.
So that's a wonderful thing that you connected all the campus through tunnels. So the
It's good for us too. We don't want to walk outside.
Not exposed to the harsh weather.
Yeah.
So any further things with you, Manika or Aditya?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please carry on. Yes, Manika, feel free to ask.
Okay. Yeah, about a few of the arts courses. You have a pretty much good courses like some diplomas for especially dance teachers and early childhood education. Could you please clear about the requirements or what kind of subjects you seek in 12th standard?
So for some of the certificates, actually, they're offered by the CCE. It's called Center for Continuing Education. And for some of those ones, so those would include like the certificate and diploma in business administration, also the early childhood studies and educational studies is under CCE. And for those ones, if you're 21 years of age or older, you actually don't have to submit any prior education transcripts. You only need to meet the English language requirement. So if you have students who have not met a lot of courses or maybe not received the best grade in high school, that would definitely be a great way for them to enter the university. Otherwise, just the basic courses, like most maths aren't required. There's other ways that you can get into those programs. So definitely just a good range of courses. So a few arts, social sciences, and regular science would be great. And then hopefully your English language as well would meet those requirements. A lot of people also enjoy, like we do have a computer science certificate, as well as animation is another special one that we offer, as well as intercultural leadership and international studies. Those are other certificates we offer as well. And we find that, international students, it's a really great way as well. Maybe if they've already done like a bachelor degree too, they can get here by upgrading with a certificate and diploma to add on to that, and then go straight into working if that's what they choose to do. So it's a great way to get introduced in the short term, 1 or 2 years, to Canadian education system, and also learn something valuable that they can take with them for their career.
So very few of the colleges and
a moment, please. Actually, I had a profile on the Facebook. Somebody has sent their profile. They're asking for a suggestion. This is Mr. Gurvinder Singh Malli. He's writing that his wife had done masters in philosophy in year 2002. Post that, she worked as a teacher in primary school, and then she has been on sabbatical uh, in since 2008, and they have a kid also. She now wants to pursue Master of Education in Regina. Would it be possible?
Sorry, what was her first master's degree in?
She did her philosophy masters in 2002.
Okay.
And then she worked as a teacher for a few years, and for last 7-8 years she's been on sabbatical, looking after the child and the family. Now she wants to study further.
So what I will say is that, so for undergraduate studies international, it's our office. The Faculty of Graduate Studies, it's its own entity, and it processes both domestic and international applications for master's and PhD programs. So what I would recommend is that, first I will say that there is no maximum gap. So we accept all matters of gap. So even though she did her other master's in 2002, that's okay. If she's interested in education, each faculty has specific different requirements for their master's programs that they offer. So the best thing I would say is to get in contact with the Graduate Studies Office. Their website also has a lot of great information to see if that master's degree that she has would qualify for our Master's of Education program. The work experience will definitely help as well, because that is considered in the application. They would also probably look at what she did for her bachelor's degree as well, because normally entry into the master's is dependent on their bachelor degree. But because she already has another master's, they would definitely take that into consideration. So because hers is a bit of a special case, I would just recommend that she get in contact with the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and they can guide her on what she would be eligible for.
Great. Thank you, Ashley. Guys, any further you want to ask anything to Ashley, Aditya, and Monica?
Actually, just clear me one more thing. Means the requirement for means I just wanted to know that one of my student is studying bachelor in computer in University of Regina. He asked me today, sir, what kind of job opportunity I can avail from, means where he can visit in your university, so your university can help them for finding a new job over there.
Sure. So he's still studying, so he would be looking for part-time employment?
Yep.
Sure. So actually, it's great right now, because for international students, their study permit, they can actually work full-time during the summer months, which is right now. So I would recommend, even though we're not on campus, he can contact International Student Services. So the information is on the website. They're doing all of their services virtually, like through Zoom. So he could meet with one of their advisors, just like we're doing right now, and they can really guide him in trying to find employment. So what they'll start by doing is seeing what he's studying, what he's interested in. Then they can help him with writing a resume and show him what are the ways that we usually apply for jobs. So usually there's a lot of online portals that we use for job applications. So they can guide him to those correct ones, or also suggest certain businesses that would maybe be applicable to him and see if they're hiring. So just look up the International Student Services contact on the website and just give them either a call or an email, and they'll get back to you right away, because they're all working from home and doing everything virtually. So they can still help you even though we're not on campus.
What are your plans to visit India, Ashley, now? Difficult question, huh? The most difficult.
So, you know, I know it's so difficult. And the thing is, like, I'm actually quite new to the team. I just started in August. So I was like, oh, this is so exciting. I can go to all these places and visit everybody. And then this happens. So you know how it is. But we do have a team of 4 people right now in international recruitment. So we're definitely so excited once everything has calmed down and things are safe to do so. We definitely want to be seeing
I'm
people.
sure everything's gonna be fine in another 1 month's time. Everything's gonna be fine.
We can only hope, right?
In 2 months' time.
Yeah, so we're definitely hopeful and optimistic for travel, and we'll definitely reach out to you guys in that time. I mean, right now, even last year, we didn't have too many people traveling. So we're definitely overdue for that, seeing everyone face to face in their offices. So yeah, hopefully in the near future. I mean, we can't say for sure right now, but in the near future, we hope so, definitely.
So thank you very much today, Ashley, for your time. And I hope the viewers must have enjoyed this session. They must have known so many things about University of Regina, about studying in Canada, about living in Canada, about the courses available in University of Regina. So I must tell all of you, it's a great opportunity. We have had amongst us today Ashley, who told us so many things about this university, the courses, the living standards, the way things go ahead in Regina, the climate. And the best thing was, if you still don't have a result of class 12th or bachelor's, you still can apply for a conditional offer. Till August 31, they are offering waiver of the application fee. You save $100, and then you can defer the payment of $500 also to get the offer letter. So good times to apply. January 2021 is the target if you wish to study face to face. If you wish to study online, September is also the target. September, you can get some scholarships and some special discounts for online studies. So I hope this information was of use to you. And once again, thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Aditya, and thank you, Manika, for joining and giving vital information to all. May I request Manika and Aditya to say something in the end?
Thank you, Ashley. It was really a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you so
Same
much,
here.
guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it
Monica.
was really a very the students. I think that viewers enjoyed it a lot, and they get a very valuable information about University of Regina. We too, and we will get a very good lead after this session. Yeah, thank
Actually,
you.
you just saw how cold summers we have. Manika just froze. How cold
Yes.
summers we have in India, Manika just froze. Anyways,
Yes.
thank you, Ashley.
So
Thank
I
you.
just,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'd like to
didn't get
say
your
thank
point.
you
And
so
Aditya,
much.
back in Canada. Bye bye.